Job, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, Finnish friends on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a peep, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip. Neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib. Neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick. Neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, don't no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Friday the 17th of March. Welcome to the Zwift Run channel. My name is Clive Finnimore, and this is the MHG Tour of Watopia. Here we go again. It's Friday, people. The weekend is upon us. Good afternoon, Sebastian, John Farrell, Heather. Thank you for joining us on the Zwift Run channel. John's got the rest of the day off. He's just finished a work meeting and he's got Friday off. Nice one, John. Nice one. Fortunately, I've got to go back to work after this. Just 5k for me today as per the MHG runs. I've got the bookkeeper here today, so I can't be out here too long. 5k for me. So yes, if you've only just joined us, this would usually be the MHG 5k at 8 kilometers per hour. But for the duration of the Tour of Watopia, and of course the double XP, the MHG gang have jumped across to the Tour of Watopia Stage 2 this week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 12 PM UK time, so we can grab some double XP and a little bit of a change of scene as well. Good afternoon, Christoph. Hello, Mr. Phil MyRun. Sebastian says hello, Stephen. Heather says hello, everyone. Heather's saying to Mr. C that he's showing off as usual and he has every day off. Busy with radio talk, says Sebastian. Yes, I did hear it this morning. Had a bit extra time on there this morning. The Barkley marathons have now finished. It was three finished it. Unfortunately, no British contingencies. We almost did it. Damo almost did it. I feel so sorry for him in the 5th loop. But I can also imagine how he felt if you got lost and you were tired and you were hungry. Getting lost just finishes it. So here we are, it is Friday lunchtime. We have about 4 or 5 or 6 of us in our little group here today from the MHG Run, who have jumped over for the double XP. I'll be running to 5k, then as I've got the bookkeeper here today, I'll have to go back in and carry on with some work. The others may run on to 7.2 or even on to 10 if they feel like it. It's all good, it's all good. Nice and sunny here today in Cornwall. The rain has moved on. Hopefully the weekend is going to be nice and dry and we can get outside tomorrow morning for a long run. Currently 13 degrees centigrade in the Cornish Zwift garage. That's a sudden jump up from a couple of days ago where we would have been about 4 or 5. It's now 13. Christoph is just saying he's getting 10 XP less. Yes, I don't think you are. Did you see Stephen's post earlier on the Zwift Runners page? It is happening in the background, but there's currently a bug where it's not showing it in game. But it is happening apparently. Heather's just said she's still getting 30. I've just got 30, I think. Mind you, so Sebastian got 30 XP. Christoph, what did you get? Sebastian and Heather, have you updated your system or your game up to the latest version? Lee's just written, He's getting 250 XP. I don't believe you, Lee. Unless you're doing Film MyRun 500, of course. Yeah, Stephen's just confirming there. It is a bit odd. Some people seem to be getting it correctly and others not. I was just wondering whether it's to do with what device you're on, or if you've updated or not. Maybe PC users and iOS users have got different bugs in the system. I'm sure it'll all be sorted out eventually. Lee's asking if he can donate his XP to charity. Yeah, Christoph is getting 20 XP. When Heather and Sebastian are getting 30. I actually haven't seen mine yet. Heather's not sure if she's updated or not. I haven't actually checked. I'm using Apple TV and I just presume it happens in the background. And I haven't checked. Maybe I should have a look after this. And if it hasn't, leave it alone. So today, from the MHG group, we have John Farrell, we have Heather, we have Christoph, Lee is in there, and I think Sebastian's in there somewhere, but I can't see him at the moment. Have you run off, Sebastian, and left us all on our own? Oh no, there he is. There he is. Just behind Lee. So it looks like there's 7 in our little stripy green blob today. Here on this sunny Friday afternoon in Cornwall. Zwift Run channel will be back here again later on. I believe 6 PM tonight. Zwift Run channel brought back, hosted by Stephen Cousins. We will be doing Tour of Utopia Stage 2 again. Grab that XP well as we can. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going out in the morning. We'll see how I feel when I wake up. We all know what I'm like. If I look out those curtains and it's raining, I will not go outside. But we will be back tomorrow evening at 6 PM UK time for the Paris Marathon long run. I think it's up to about 110, 115 minutes now. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. You don't have to run for 110 minutes. Join us for 5k, 10k, whatever you like. It's all good. Oh no! Welcome on board, Don Mega 70. Don Mega says, good morning everyone. I hope everyone is well. I've been away dealing with a difficult bout of COVID. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry to hear that, but hopefully you're on the mend now and you're getting over it. Fast recovery. Bill MyRun says, hey Don, keep well. Heather says, oh no Don, that's rotten for you. Hope you recover soon. Don says he's much better now. Good to hear, buddy, good to hear. He can't wait to start running again. That's the way, mate. Get back on it. Not too much too quick though. Steadily go back in. 1 hour 50 minutes tomorrow night's Paris Marathon training. 1 hour 50 minutes. That's a long run, isn't it? Heather's travelling up north. Heather's travelling up north tomorrow night, so she won't be at the Paris Marathon training, but she's hoping to tune in to give us some encouragement. Heather, you can't get much more north, can you? Are you looking for a new house, or are you just having a weekend away? Cheers for dropping in, Film My Run. Mr. Stephen Cousins. He's going back to work now. What he calls work. Only joking. Send out a new video. We're all waiting for it. I'm sure that's what you're working on at the moment. We'll see you at 6 PM, Stephen. Ready for stage 2 of the tour of Watopia Double XP. I've just had a chocolate covered waffle. I can never make my mind up with chocolate covered waffles. I don't love them, I don't dislike them, but I can't stop eating them. I think they're bought for the kids' breakfasts, but I end up eating them all every week, and the wife thinks they obviously love them. If I tell her that it's me that's eating them, she won't buy them anymore. Heather's doing some volunteering in the Finnimore area. Volunteering for what? Marshalling for a run, or some trying to think of the wildlife volunteering, planting trees, or I was going to do some of that a few weeks back, but they cancelled it. I'm not sure what happened. Tree planting in a local woodland, but it never happened. So Mr. Cousins has left us. He's gone off for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and sit in the garden, get some suntan. Wildlife volunteering Heather's going to be doing this weekend. Very nice, Heather. Finnimore is pronounced Braemar. Braemar! Is that better? Yes, tree planting and some other stuff. That's what we do down here sometimes. Sometimes it's on the coast paths, helping pick up litter, or on the beaches, the local beaches doing beach cleans. And other times it's planting trees in the local woodlands. Mr. C says, bloody cheek! I'm still here and it's raining and I'm not going to be editing video. You know I'm joking. You know I'm joking. You're on the Xbox, really. Playing that new ultra running game. You have to wiggle the joystick to make the runner run. Press the button to have some nutrition. I am going to be editing videos, so I can't read. I need my glasses. All the print's too small these days. A year ago I could read everything fine, but Now I need my glasses. That's why I got a bigger watch. So when we're out following the GPS on the watch, I can actually see the little arrow in the middle. But unfortunately, I can't even see it on the bigger watch now. I need to work out how to zoom in on the map. I'm always worried I'm going to press the wrong button and stop the run. Heather says, Mr. C, if you're still here, can I ask how far your long run is this week? Sebastian has 20 miles, that's Heather's husband, on Sunday, which seems a lot. Is that for a marathon distance? 2 weeks before the marathon's okay. A lot of people do run a 20-mile distance prior to a marathon. Whatever it is, whatever distance, forever how long, just take it nice and steady. You don't want to get injured and you don't want to burn too much energy up. "70 kilometres in total this week for Krisp. Very well done, buddy, very well done." He also mentioned 2 kilometres done. Hop, hop, hop. Krisp will be running his marathon distance here on Zwift next Wednesday, 22nd of March. Drop in, say hi, give him some encouragement. We will be here at the start of the run to at least a 5k mark. If work allows me, I will continue or drop back in later during the run. Stephen is going to be running 20 miles himself outside this weekend. And he said, but remember, he does run large distances during the week and he's quite good at recovery. So if you are running a long run this weekend, Heather, try and keep it nice and steady. Don't get injured. Don't run hard. Walk the hills. Eat a sandwich at the halfway point, stay hydrated. And then enjoy your tapering time. Keep your legs ticking over. Keep ticking over, but nothing too crazy, nothing fast. Rest up. And at least 2 or 3 days before, take it really easy. But if you can, make sure you join the park run in Paris on Saturday morning as a shakedown run. Don't go it hard, just stretch the legs out. It'd be nice to get a park run in Paris on the weekend. Heather says thank you very much to Stephen. Sebastian ran a marathon distance every month for the 4 months leading up to the Paris Marathon last year. Heather says it's very interesting to see what other people do prior to a marathon event. And remember on the day, Heather, enjoy it. Unless you're going for a PB, just enjoy it and take it in. Have a little dance when you run past the bands in the streets, you know, take a picture. Don Mega 70 say, did most of you start running 5Ks, then progress onto 10Ks, half marathons, etc.? I think you do naturally, Don. I think 3 years ago I used to take my son to football and I used to run the line, and I thought to myself, I'm out of breath running up and down the side of a football pitch. This isn't right. I used to be in the Navy many years ago and I used to be fit, and then I realised I was starting to put on weight as well. So I thought, right, let's start running. And my first run was a mile loop of my housing estate with my son, who was bouncing off the hedges like Sonic the Hedgehog, running up and down, and I was really struggling. So I just started running, trying to run 2 or 3 times a week around the block. Then I joined a local run club, ran with them, and then I did my first 5K race like you said. Then I did my first 10K race, and they were never real hard efforts, they were just proving to myself I could run those distances. I then signed up for the Cornish Marathon, which was about 6 months away. I didn't think about it, I just signed up for it, thought, right, that's that done now, I've got to get the training in. And I just kept running. I was signing up for all the local run events, 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, using them as training sessions. I did my first Cornish Marathon about 6 months after I started running, in 4 hours 40 minutes. I couldn't walk for days after that. Couldn't walk for days. But yes, like you say, enter events. But over time, what happens is you get more confident at running faster speeds at different distances. Oh no! No park runs anymore in France. What a shame, why was that then? Stephen's just said that there's no park runs in France anymore. I bet that's to do with insurance issues, isn't it? Or having to have a medical certificate before you can run something. Heather says she couldn't sleep after doing her Paris Marathon training intervals on Tuesday. Oh no, not her Paris Marathon. Heather was doing her own interval session on Tuesday last week, and she couldn't sleep. She felt like her legs were vibrating. She decided to dial back a bit. Definitely, Heather. Now you're going into tapering time. No more hard efforts. Keep things ticking over. Let the body recover. Build your energy reserves. I usually find I can't sleep after I've done an ultra because my legs are hot. Hot and restless. You'd think you sleep for days after running an ultra, but quite the opposite. It's quite hard to sleep. Heather says, Don, she did a 10k, then a half marathon, then took a decade and 10 years off and started again. But as we keep saying on here, on the Zwift Run channel, Don, one of the key elements is consistency. Even if you're just jogging 2 or 3 times a week, keep at it. You know, just keep at it. Try not to stop running for 3 or 4 weeks and then doing a couple of weeks and then stop running. Consistency. And you'll find with time and patience, you will naturally start running further and quicker. But don't force it. Keep at it every week. It will come in the end. If you try to do too much too quick and too soon, you'll end up with injuries. You'll end up with shin splints and runner's knee and all that sort of stuff. So if you've got a weekly goal, which is how I train, I like to run to a weekly goal of 100 kilometers a week. Stick at it, even if that's 10 kilometers a week, 20 kilometers a week, stick at it, reach that goal and slightly increase. They recommend 10% a week. Yeah, Heather's just saying there she got sore knees and convinced herself it was because running wasn't good for her. She's now realised that was nonsense. Wish she'd realised sooner. Yep, you probably did too much too quick, or your body was just adapting to the change of activity. If you keep going, nice and gentle, you do get over these issues. As long as it's not sharp pain. I've spoken to a lot of people that say they get bad knees and then stop running, but I did as well. My first year of running, I had shin splints, I had runner's knee, I had all that rubbish. Pulled back slightly, but kept at it, and now it's all gone away. John used to run from the police as a training session when he was a kid. Nice one, John. We used to knock on people's doors and run away. Don says, Heather, that's awesome. Mr. C's just saying, yes, no park runs in France due to the medical certificate issue and insurance. Such a shame. Such a shame. Well, Mr. C says, right, I'm definitely going now. See you all later. Yeah, see you later at 6 PM UK time. Stage 2 of Touratopia. Join us later in Run or join us on the Zwift Run channel. Lee says in game, Guinness 0% is very good. Nice one. Christoph says, I always invite friends to drink the beer before it goes outdated. Do they all have to visit the toilet the next day? Multiple times. Lee says, the government will be tracking everything, including our beer drinking too. They'll have little microchips on the bottom of pint glasses to see how many times they're lifted up and down and filled and emptied, won't they? Heather says, the treadmill has been amazing. It's really helped me to get difficult types of runs and run more consistently. I totally agree, Heather. Totally agree. It's so convenient having a treadmill at home because you don't have to go through all that effort of finding your outdoor gear and having wet shoes and drying your favourite waterproof jacket and all that, isn't it? You can go out in whatever weather, knock out 5k, 10k. I also find a treadmill is very good and makes you more disciplined at doing interval sessions. When you try and do interval sessions outside, it's very easy, very tempting to run it slower than you should be or have a rest where you shouldn't. But on the treadmill, on the Zwift, it forces us to run at those speeds we don't really want to run at. And afterwards, we're glad we did it. Sebastian's asking me, Clive, what about this medical issue from Stephen? I mentioned that the Paris Marathon lot should go. 1 minute, my phone is now ringing in my ear. Can't hear anything. He's saying in France they are no longer allowed to do park runs because of the medical certificate. Remember when we did Paris Marathon last year? As part of the entry requirements, we had to have a signed medical certificate, and that's all to do with the French government and insurance and all that sort of thing. But now they've realised that everybody is running the park runs without medical certificates, so they've stopped park runs in France. How annoying is that? I really enjoyed that park run in France. It's the wife desperately trying to get hold of me again. What? She always times this when I'm running on a live stream. I hope it's not bad news, I really do. Something to do with the house. Like last Friday. Remember last Friday she came to the door and kept on trying to drag me out the garage. Heather's also saying, and then the social side of Zwift and the Zwift Run channel helped enormously. Both because of the friendly community and all the great support and feedback it is. And it's nice to know you're not on your own, isn't it, Heather? It's nice knowing there's also other people running with you in the same amount of pain during an interval session, and that's what keeps you going, because you just tell yourselves if they can do it, I'm going to do it. And that's the motivation and the encouragement factor part of it. Keeps us going. Yeah, Sebastian just confirmed, yeah, that is annoying, Clive, thanks. You imagine the chaos, Sebastian, of trying to get people to get signed medical certificates every week for park run. But we obviously decided to knock it on the head and not do it anymore. What a shame. Hopefully one day they'll find a way around that. Maybe you could sign one medical certificate for a year, and that would cover park runs for the year, I don't know. Message from Krisp, 4 kilometres in the bag. Keep spinning those legs. Yes, we will, buddy. Enjoy your rest this weekend prior to your marathon next Wednesday.
Celebrate, celebration, celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate.
Don Mega's also agreeing with Heather about the Zwift community and how we all support and help each other on here. So here we are, we're into the final kilometre for myself. This route is about 7.2 kilometres long. I've already run the full route a couple times this week. I think it's possibly my 6th or 7th time running the Tour de Zwift. Tour of Watopia this week. But as I'm supposed to be at work and the bookkeeper's here today, I'm just going to run to the 5 mark as we would normally do during the MHG runs. Call it a day, and we will be back later on tonight at 6 PM UK time on the Zwift Run channel with Stephen Cousins for the Tour of Watopia Stage 2. The Tour of Watopia Stage 3 starts on Monday. So you MHG lot that usually join me at 12 PM UK time, next Monday we will be running Stage 3. And hopefully unlocking a new t-shirt or something, or shoes or a hat. I'm sure we'll unlock something next Monday. Sebastian's saying he wishes he was where more park runs were here in Germany. I'm the same, Sebastian, even though my closest park run is 40 minutes away, and sometimes it's just too much effort to get up, drive there, do the park run, drive home. You've lost half a day for a 5k run. I wish we had one locally. Lots and lots of people are lucky where they have a park run within running distance of their home. That would suit me. I would love that. Every Saturday I'd run the park run, do the park run, run home. You should almost make it a long run day and do the park run during it. So we have got 600 metres to run here today for me. The others may run on to the end of the route, or they may even run on to 10k, which I've done a few times. I mean, if you run to 7.5 kilometres, you might as well run the last 2.5, innit? And round it off to 10k. Otherwise you won't be asleep. don't know if she's talking about. Is it me, Heather? Heather says, that was a big long answer to your question, Dom. You've got to keep talking, Heather. Fill the stream with words. I have to waffle on a bit. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So you probably find I repeat myself a few times. Sebastian says, in game. Thanks Clive for streaming and chatting today. I love chatting random stuff. Have a cracking weekend everyone, says Lee. Don says, ha 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 Heather. I appreciate all the advice, information that I get from everyone on here. That's what we're here for, Don. Like Mr. C says, if I don't know the answer, I know someone who does. Or there'll be somebody in chat that knows the answer. Even I ask questions here sometimes, people come up with the answer in chat. What an awesome community we have here. John says, thanks Clive, have a great afternoon at work. Yeah, back to work from me, I'm afraid. I might even be able to sneak a crafty run in this afternoon, about 4 or 5 o'clock. But once again, that depends on how work goes. Can't beat a crafty run, can you, Heather? Says, no, I meant me, Clive, with the long answer. She says, Don asked a simple question, I wrote an essay. No, you keep writing your essays. Everyone to answer some questions are all welcome here. Ask away, everyone, ask away. Christoph is asking if anybody in game is doing the full distance today. He is, so if you want to run the full distance, run along with Christoph, keep him company. I've got to go back to work, I'm afraid, in 200 metres or so. Well done to everyone in game today. Some of you will be running on. If not, well done anyway. 5k in the bag is always a good thing. Thank you for joining us in the Zwift Run channel stream today. Heather, Don, John, Sebastian, Mr. C himself, Christoph, thanks for your comments and questions. We will be back tonight on the Zwift Run channel at 6 PM UK time with stage 2 of the Tour of Utopia. Please join us on the Zwift Run channel, or if you can, join us in game. You can never have too many miles, unless you're tapering, of course, Heather. Take it easy, nice and steady, no hard efforts. Stay hydrated and make sure to start eating well a few days before the marathon. And when you go to Paris, make sure you hydrate. It is hard. When you're travelling, you always forget to drink. When you go to pick up your bib numbers, there'll be a random stall in there who tests people's hydration level. Have a go. It's quite interesting. I think it takes a... I think you have to lick something and they put it in this little machine and it tells you whether you're hydrated or not. Stephen and myself failed last year, the hydration test. Victoria passed. Anyway, that's me done. 5k today, the others have run on. Well done to you guys. We will be back tonight at 6 PM UK time for stage 2 with Stephen Cousins. If I don't see you then, have a good weekend everyone. We'll be back here again on Monday for stage 3. Stay safe, take care. From me and Scotty the Squirrel. We'll see you all later on. Cheers, bye bye, see you later.